Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to continue the discussion regarding the updation of signal value using set method. In our last session, we discussed how to update the values for string, number and array data type. In this session, we are going to discuss about object and any data type. Okay, because these are also two most commonly used data type for Angular and TypeScript. So today we will be just discussing how we can update the value for an object and any data type. But before we proceed with further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just mainly focusing on how to create object and update its value. Okay, alright, so let's get started. So firstly, what I will do here, I'll go to app.component.ts file, and here I will create my object. So let me remove the signal for now. I'll show you how it is added. Okay, now we will simply go to our class, app component class, and here I will define my first signal. Now here let's take the same example, same hypothetical example, where we will considering that we have one letterbox in the main door of a house, right, on the main door of the house, and there let's say if, a postman put one letter. Okay, so that thing we can consider as a hit of signal. Okay, because something is changed, so value is changed by putting the letter. And let's say if postman put the letter in that box, and later on he or she realized that postman realized that the letter was for some other address, and it is by mistakenly put into that box. So in that case, what it will do, he will simply update the letter. How? He will pick the letter back and update the new one. Okay, so this process we can relate with signal update concept. Okay, so this is just a hypothetical condition, but you can easily relate it whenever you want to explain this to any person in interview or exams. You can simply take this example in a descriptive way. Clear? Fine. So in the same way, by following the same approach, we will create the first signal name with the letter itself. So I will write here letter 1, and then we will write here equal signal. So once you write the signal and hit enter, it will automatically add this thing. That means it is automatically importing the signal. Okay, so once you import the signal, then you are good to go. In case if it is not automatically added, make sure to add it here, otherwise it won't work. Okay, now here after this we will simply write here signal and then the type. So in type we are going to create which type of object type of signal. So we will write here curly braces. Inside this I will write letter ID, and type would be number, then comma, and here we will write letter description. Okay, type would be string. Perfect. So this thing is ready. Now what we will do, we will assign the value, because so far we have just specified the type of it, right? This is an object type where we have letter ID for number, letter description and string. Now after this angular braces, add this parenthesis, and inside this we will add this curly braces, because we are going to assign the values for object. And now you can assign the values. So here I will write letter ID, and in letter ID we will put the value as, let's say 10, not 1, it should be 10. Yeah, it is not fixed, like it is up to you, like whatever value you want to keep it here. Okay, but I am using 10. Then after that we will write here letter description. Okay, something is wrong here, spelling mistake. Now it is okay. Let me correct it here as well. Make sure, because this is case sensitive also, right? If you try to put something else, it will throw error. So let's write it like this, and here we will write sample text. Okay, So this thing and not semicolon, we will use here comma. Fine. So this thing is ready. So what we did so far, we created one object with letter ID and letter description. Now I'll simply show you this thing by printing it, and then we will update its value. So let's go to app.component.html file. Here we will write paragraph, and in paragraph we will define letter 1 value. Okay, then curly braces, and inside this we will write the variable name, that is letter 1. And if it's a object, we all know it's a object, it's a signal, so for signal we will use this parenthesis. And to print the, okay, let me show you this thing only. Let's go to terminal, new terminal. Here we will write ng serve -open -open. It will check the program. If any error, it will throw error, otherwise it will simply open the browser. So you can see letter 1 value is object, because we are trying to print the signal value directly. But we all know that in case of object, either you can use this pipe symbol and JSON, which will show you the exact value of the object. You can see letter ID is 10, letter description is sample text. Okay, another way is you can individually print the values. So let me show you, in case if I want to print letter ID. So I can simply write here letter ID, and now you can see it is showing letter ID. Similarly, if you want to show the letter description, and in that case you can simply write here letter description and just save it and then refresh it. So once you refresh it, you will see that letter 1 value is sample text. Okay, so this is how we decide which value we want to print here. Okay, now I'll show you, this is the thing that we already know, like how to create the signal as a object type, right? Because this thing we have already discussed in last session. The main thing is how we can update this value. Now we all know we printed the value, that this is the value 10 and sample text, but now I want to update this value. So in that case, what we will do, we will go to this app.component.ts file. Inside this we will create one constructor. So simply write here constructor. Make sure to put this update related thing into the constructor or any new function, okay? Otherwise it won't work. And here I will use this letter1.set method, and in this set method we will put the values. So here firstly I'll put the value of letter ID, and value would be, let's say 100, then comma, and then we will put the value of letter description. Here we will put the value as text Sharmit. Okay, perfect. So now, and make sure to put this semicolon, okay, otherwise it will throw error. Now if you, okay, something is wrong, maybe, no, it's okay. Okay, so now you can see updated values printed here, letter ID as 100 and letter description as text Sharmit. Clear? So this is how we can print the values, and we can update the values as per the requirement. Now another interesting thing, although like I have shown you, like if you want to show only the specific value, that also you can do. You can just go here and write letter description, so it will print the exact value, which is text Sharmit. And here if you look at the function, you will see that earlier we assigned the sample text, but currently when we are printing it, it is showing text Sharmit. Why? Because we have updated it through set method. Clear? So I think this part is clear. Let me show the entire, so that you can see the entire value. Okay, fine. Now the next thing is I will show you any type, because that is also very important. Let's say if you are defining the variable or signal as a any type, so in that case how you will update the value. So for that we will add another letter 2, another signal letter 2, and here I will write, I'm writing it directly, so that's why it is showing error. Okay, but don't worry, we will make it complete, and then all error will be removed. So here we will write signal angular bracket, inside this angular bracket we will write type as any, and then we will assign the value. We know that for any type we can put anything like numbers, array, object, as well as a string. So let's go with string. So here I will write Sharmit. Okay, so I'm directly just assigning the value as Sharmit. Okay, so this signal is ready, simple and straightforward signal. Now you can go to app.component.html file. Here we can print the value for letter 2. Okay, let's add a hyphen else here so that it looks good. Okay, so letter 2 value, not like this, it should be like this, value colon, and here we will print the value of letter 2. Now you can save it. Something is wrong here? No, everything is good. It is showing okay. Yeah, why it is showing value? It is showing warning. Why? Because we are trying to print it as it is. Okay, so this is, we all know this is a signal, so signal is always printed with this, okay, parenthesis. So now you can see value is Sharmit. Clear? So this value is updated, not updated, we also initialize Sharmit. So here if you want to change the value, because right now we are just printing the value, we have not updated it, right? So now we will change it to this dot letter 2 dot set, and here we will write letter ID we will write here letter ID colon 200. Sorry, we are updating for letter 2 now, so here we just need to assign one value. So here I will write text Sharmit instead of Sharmit and semicolon. Okay, so what it will do, now you can see it is updating the value. Previously we were getting the warning because we were trying to print the value without directly using this letter 2 without these parentheses, that's why it was showing the error. But now we have updated the value. Earlier value was only Sharmit, and now we have updated it as a text Sharmit. Clear? So yeah, this is how we can use set method for updating that value related to object and any data type. So yeah, that's all for today. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Text Sharmit.